My dear brothers and sisters, during the time of Jesus, there were people who had power in their hands. People in authority, in different responsibilities, they had power to do whatever they wanted. But still, we see most of them had to depend on Jesus. And they slowly coming to Jesus, asking for different blessings, healing, peace, etc. For example, the Pharisees during the time of Jesus, they were a powerful group of lay people who had some sort of a recognition among the people. They thought they are the elite, they can do anything they want. But still we see people like Nicodemus slowly coming to Jesus, and he was trying to learn from Jesus. He identified who Jesus was. And also the tax collectors, they had wealth, enough and more. They also had some sort of power to control the citizens. But still, people like Zacchaeus had to depend on Jesus. He was looking for Jesus because more than the wealth that he had, more than the power that he had, he found something different in Jesus. So he was looking for an opportunity. You know what happened after that? Even King Herod, being a king, when he heard about Jesus, he was looking for an opportunity to see Jesus, because Jesus was someone different in that community, was exercising the power of God. And today, we see a centurion is coming to see Jesus. A centurion, a militant, who had enough and more power to control the society, is coming to Jesus. And is pleading with Jesus, is asking for a favor, not for him, but for his own servant. What can we learn from this story that we read in today's gospel? A centurion who was in authority, who had power, who could do anything he wanted, but coming and knelt before Jesus. That means he had humility, the humbleness, become more humble before Jesus. He did not simply depend on his power and the authority. He humbled himself before Jesus. The second thing, he had a great love towards his servants. That's why he himself coming to Jesus. He could have sent one or two soldiers to Jesus and bring Jesus. He could have brought Jesus his home. Or he could have taken the sick person, the servant, where Jesus was. He had all the infrastructure, facilities, and the power, everything. But he opted. He personally wanted to go and meet Jesus and ask for this favor. And again, when he made this request, Jesus said, I will come and heal him. But this centurion surprised Jesus. Jesus was amazed what the centurion told. He said, Master, I am not worthy to have you under my roof, because I am a person in authority, power. I exercise my power, but I don't want you to be under my power or authority. More than my power, more than my authority, I depend on you. That's what I have come here. So you don't have to come to my house and heal the servant. You can say one word from here that my servant who is at home, far from here, will be healed. That is what surprised Jesus. Jesus was amazed with his answer. And Jesus said, you have a great faith. Because of your faith, your servant will be healed. And we read in the gospel that the servant who was far from Jesus, because of the prayer request of the centurion, got healed. Therefore, my dear brothers and sisters in Christ Jesus, the present world, the present society is thinking that with the superpower that they have, with the technology, with science and the new inventions, with the modern technology and all, they can do anything they want. But we need to depend on God. We need to depend on Jesus. The worldly power is not enough. It has no meaning unless we experience the power of God, the power of Jesus. All those who humbled themselves before Jesus, all those who came before Jesus, they were healed, they were touched, because they knew that power of Jesus could bring a big change. The power of Jesus could transform their lives. Every single person who got the healing from Jesus, just look at their lives. They all totally depended on Jesus. It could be the woman who was suffering for 12 years, who went to all the doctors for treatment, but she did not receive any improvement. The gospel says that she thought that the power of Jesus could do something more than that. Even the head of the synagogue, Yair, he came and humbled himself before Jesus and pleaded with Jesus for his daughter. And many people come and prayed before Jesus with a request. So like this centurion, let us humble ourselves. Let us depend on the power of God, power of Jesus, and pray for one another. Pray for our families. Pray for the entire world. Again, a different variant has disturbed the world, and people are in fear. People are troubled. We think that the power of this variant, this virus, is bigger than everything else. But power of Jesus, power of God is much more than this variant or this virus. Only thing we need to have the faith, like the centurion or any other person that we find in the gospel. We need to have the faith, the simple faith. Let us humble ourselves before Jesus and pray for one another.